Hello everyone, this is Red Silvers. Welcome back to Let's Play Hyrule Warriors. So today I think we're going to dip into the last of the 3DS DLC maps. You may be wondering, well, why don't you dig into like these other ones in the middle here, like the Master Quest? And the reason is because they are designed to go into with level 2 or 3 or 4 weapons, so we're not really ready for them. These DLC ones are kind of, but they're also designed where you can take the new characters for those maps and do a little bit of work. So we're going to go ahead and dip into the Lorule map. And Lorule is neat because they divided it into two 8x8 sections. And you use the mechanic from Link Between Worlds where you turn into a painting and go through fissures to go into the different paths. And what's neat about that is it actually makes exploring the map kind of a bit of a puzzle, because, you know, you'll do your stuff over here. Like, so this square is the same as this square. So like this area right here is the same as this area here, but it's a different map. And you kind of have to jump back and forth to explore areas. Like, for example, this area here with these weapons in it, you have to get there from this area on this map. It's kind of a fun puzzle to go through and explore. So we're going to go ahead and start here. Looks like we start out with a young Link heart piece. We already have Ravio showing up as an NPC that we battle in this stage. I don't actually remember the gimmick of this map, so we'll find out together. We will take young Link and Toon Link. Why don't we just make it a Link party? And we'll figure out the mechanics. I mean, so far it's just go and attack all the captains. But... Okay, so the captains retreated. Okay, so we have all of the owl statues here, and the whole gimmick is now we have to go find where they are hiding. And they're getting stronger while they're hiding. So let's go check out right here. Is there anybody here? Okay, yes, yeah, Ravio's here now. And meanwhile, Medley is hiding in another group of I like Ravio's moveset is that he uses all the items that he lends to you in Link Between Worlds and just takes that and turns that into his move list. It's kind of creative. Now, let's come see what we have over here, if Medley's hiding over here. Of course, you drop a magic pot. Okay, here's Medley. We do still need to go and unlock Medley on the Great Sea map. You know, we need to get Medley, we still need to get Toon Zelda, we need to get Ravio and Yuga from this map. And aside from them, we still have Twilight Midna on the adventure map. So that's kind of been my priority, is getting all the characters unlocked. I don't know if we'll get Yuga in this video, though. Okay, so that's the gimmick of this battle type. I actually really like the Fierce Deity mask design for Link. It's fun that they use that as the basis for his moveset. Okay, so we're gonna have to get some weapon unlocks. A bunch of your butterfly paracels aren't really very useful. We've got so many level 2 weapons for her at this point. So yeah, Ravio drops Young Link drops, but has a different food drop. Okay, so this the other thing about this map is it has this section called the Ravio board. And the item cards you'd use will do things. Okay, we got a free item card as well. So, the Ravio board will give you different buffs depending on what the symbols on the eyes are. It also means that we get to Ravio right from the go here because we get the item to search. So we can go ahead and shoot this. And we have Ravio as our reward, and we don't even have to get an A rank. But yeah, that made there be a recommended element, so now light element is recommended when there wasn't normally an element for this stage. So, who should we use for light element? I mean, we could use Link, but that's the easy answer. We haven't used Phi for a bit. Choose Phi and we can work on that weapon. And I guess Toon Link. And already we're off to another new battle type. That's the other fun part about switching maps around, is you get to see different types of levels. This is a defeat giant bosses stage, but it has a gimmick. Okay, so we got Dodongo up here to start with. And again, we've got all the map filled in. So we can send Toon Link here after the Goma. There are some glitches with the attack commands. Like, it makes it sound like the Bombchu already died. So what we want to do here is there's going to be enemies here attacking the Bombchu and its escort. So we want to make sure that neither the Bombchu or the person accompanying it go down. So actually going and beating up the Dodongo is not quite our priority, but now we'll use it. The Bombchu's going to blow up and do a bunch of damage to the boss. So now our goal is just to finish it off. And if you don't get both units to the boss, then the Bombchu won't do as much damage. If the Bombchu explodes, then you'll just have to do the damage all on your own. So you could just treat it like a standard defeat all bosses stage, but you would make it take longer by doing that. Yeah, like, see, it did the same error message where it's like, oh, the Bombchu's defeat, blah, 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 but the Bombchu wasn't defeated. Okay, let's, find the... Oh, the Bombchu's over here. That's right, we went and started beating up the guys. Yeah, let's go and protect the Bombchu. I did kind of weaken the Goma a little bit, so maybe weakening it will mean that the Bombchu will actually defeat it, but either way. Demolition Expert's not really doing much to come along and join us, but I don't think he actually has to get to the boss as long as the Bombchu does. Yeah, see, now the Goma's gonna go down from the Bombchu. And see, the other reason why I'm hopping to different maps is, let's say that you're playing this and you just are going through the maps in order and you don't come to this map right away. Then you might not see these different battle types, so it's fun to show off this different stuff that you might miss out on if you're not playing the game the way that I am. And we unlocked Ravio to play as. And now it'll tell us what all these item cards do. It didn't tell us when we did the arrow, because we got the arrow for free. So yeah, the wall painting takes you to the other world. It also tells you here, like, what nice powers it gives. Like, the Tornado Rod gives darkness, the Sand Rod gives fire. Aside from there, use it on this area to do things. Fire Rod and the Ice Rod, and if I remember this map right, finding those rods is kind of like the big puzzle for exploring the full map. And then the bomb gives you a rupee boost, and the hammer just raises your damage. So you can use the bomb card and just have extra rupees be your reward on this map all the time, which is very nice. I also think that this map has the ability to get more weapon drops just built in, which the Termina map also has that perk, where just the amount of weapons you can get dropped is higher. Kind of like how the Grand Travels map has that for the food. So yeah, right away here we can use this painting. Or do we need to clear the map to do that effect? I think we actually needed to clear the stage before we use the painting. That's fine, we could just buy one. Anyway, that also made now we have the darkness element as a suggestion as well as light. So you can kind of fiddle around with the element so that you can use whichever characters you like. I like the gimmick, it's a fun gimmick. Plus, you know what, we have Ravio as a dark element character. He's a little weaker than everybody. Why don't we bring him up to at least the same level as Spy? And do his badges really quick. And then we'll play as Ravio and Vi, I think, for this stage. How up here are you going to let us get Ravio right from the start? Well, you're letting us get at least to the Fierce Deity 1. He uses read advantages, so we're going to run out pretty quick here. Which is fine. It means we're not, like, being tempted to come and do those badges also. Monster Horn. We gotta go get more Monster Horns and Blinn stuff soon. What's annoying is that my list of farming areas does not have one for Monster Horns because it drops from such a generic enemy type. Okay, so they want us to get keeps. Oh, this is a fairy keep. Let's get out of there. Okay, so this isn't a keep competition, it's just we need to get keeps. And not let Impa take keeps, because taking keeps is going to be a morale boost. I will say I'm glad that they added Ravio and Yuga. I think it would have been fun if they'd added Hilda as a character. And Hilda gets representation, but it's not the same. Oh, see, we lost a keep already. But yeah, when we take keeps, it also means that we get buff captains that go and try to take keeps for us. Okay, let's grab this. So now we can get that one keep that we wandered into. Also, I have Fi like up here doing nothing when I should be like sending her to go take a keep, since she's up here fighting somebody. Yeah, I think Ravio's a fun character to play as. A lot of enemies over here. Let's get rid of that saboteur and take back this key. And then I'll go save the allied base. I mean, I'm not thrilled that there's a Kuko here, but it may just be how it goes. I can fairy nuke in here. Oh, this is a good animation. We pissed off the Kuko, but we'll fairy nuke here. 461. Holy cow. Toon Link's dealt with. Let's come and take this keep really quick, and that should put us at 6. Well, you come grab this keep right below us here while you're here. are the escort soldiers? Well, one's right here with me, so why don't we get rid of him right now? We can send Fi after the other one. So I don't actually think it matters now if we lose keeps, like we don't get to have to worry about the morale deal, but still. It's gonna take out a lot of chickens too. Might as well get rid of the saboteur. And I guess we can come grab this keep that needed a ferry. You know, I don't even remember if I looked at what the rewards were for clearing the stage. I may have been required to use a specific character and just didn't. There wasn't even a reward in this keep. Also, I think that the escort soldier made it to Impa. Just a hint, just a hunch. That's okay, for being an escort with a bunch of high morale, he didn't really do much. Also, if you're ever wondering, like, if you're doing a stage where you're way below the level where they expect you to be, usually it'll be the commanders that are a really good indication for that. If you just are not doing any damage to them, like you see, like here, like we're taking on Impa and she's going down. Of course, I did the thing again that I do where Rabio didn't do the victory pose because I wasn't playing as Rabio at the end. So now I can't use his victory pose for the thumbnail. That's okay. My friend Courtney really likes Fi as a character. And hey, better hammer, like, yeah, look, we got up to 8 weapon drops. So we can start getting rid of some of these polished ones that we're never going to use. Okay, we have to clear the stage to be able to use the fissure. Which is fine. So now I can do this. And it's not going to change the powers because it's already in effect. And now you can see we're over here. So we can continue on this map in this area. And potentially get, you know, like this costume over here and things like that. We can also come over here and work our way over towards where Yuga is. And we have a divisive battle against Volga, so this is going to be a really easy fight. We could take Ruto into. So let's go ahead and fight in Lorule instead of Hyrule, which is the left side of the map is Hyrule and the right side is Lorule. Okay, so there are 2 Dark Volgas this time around. The last time we did one of these maps, there was only 1 Link. Here we've got 2 Volgas. So I do kind of want to get both of them gathered together if we can. Okay, yeah. It's easier to take them both down, both down at the same time. But... Okay, now there's 4 of you. Well, there's more because one of them's divided at least another time here. You know, there's a healer trying to come in and mess up our day, but it's not going to happen. So we're just going to take out a bunch of them right away. Yeah, the version that has 2 enemies is a little harder than the one with 1, but still, that can be a really good place to get Volga drops, and it's a really easy, quick, breezy map to do. I was kind of worried we might take too much damage there, but we are fine. I got 2 helmets out of that. Oh, and we already have... Looks like Yuga's weapon right here. That's a good... Actually a good thought. Where is Ravio? Okay, Ravio's weapon is over there. So yeah, we won't be doing the defeat the IC, but we can't anyway because there's... requires us to play as Yuga. Oh, we can't do this stage because we don't have Medley unlocked. So we're not going to be getting Yuga today. But that gives us incentive to unlock Medley. So I guess we could just work towards that level 2 weapon and see what we can do. Stop the enemy merger. Well, we've still got the same recommended elements, so like let's just keep on with our characters that we're using. Okay, so right from the start, I'm going to send Fi up, and she can go after the Moblin one. Okay, Icy Blue Poe is the first one that wants to merge, so let's go up there. Now you see, like, that Poe dropped double weapons for us. I'm gonna get rid of this Lord of the Horde. Okay, let's go get the Gibdos, because they're getting ready to do their thing. They looked a lot closer to being ready. They were all hunched up. They're also a lot more annoying to fight. Like, them stunning me is going to be what causes them to end up merging. Okay, looks like we got all of them before they merged, so... Can we get the last one before they merge? I mean, if they merge, it's not the worst thing, but I'd rather they didn't. Okay, now we can switch back to Rabio and we can finish off this last one. Oh, Fly's not in trouble, she's fine. He just is like, I'm just done. Goodbye. My only problem with that pose of him laying down is I don't know if it would work as a thumbnail with my layout, but yeah, you can see how when you get to the higher end stages where they drop level 3 and 4 weapons when we have them unlocked, you can see how this can be great for farming. Okay, well this looks like it needs a bomb, so I'm not gonna go there. Yeah, this uses the sand rod, and it's all attacks are devastating, so use the sand rod. And now fire is the recommended element, which works out because this is a Volga stage. Have you still not got decent pikes? Seriously? Like, Volga, we need you to get some drops going on, buddy. We did like a whole storyline where you were in every stage. Okay, this is a defeat 10. So this is gonna be quick and breezy. Yeah, that's probably all that's up here. And there's gonna be the last batch down here. Yeah. Easy breezy. Volga, do you think you're gonna maybe get a better weapon today? I feel like the getting the heart and the victory animation are gonna take longer than the battle. Not actually, but it's pretty close. Volga, that when I said you need a better weapon, that's not what I meant. Okay, well this one doesn't require a search. This one we use a bomb. Yeah, see now we have fire recommended and we have rupees. And this one has fairy food and a fairy outfit. And it wants us to play as Zarabio. So we'll do this one. This will be a good end of this video, I think. Anyway, we're gonna get a lot of rupees now because of the nice power. Yeah, so a lot of our highly end captains are getting beaten up. We're probably not going to save all of them. But that's fine. It's kind of intended, I think. They know you're not going to be able to rescue everything. Oh yeah, I need to be checking the pots too. Okay, well there's a bunch going on right here. That's... whatever his treasure is, which looks like it was a weapon and food. Okay, well we have this ferry, so we can come here. Okay, check the... Okay, there's the fairy food, so we don't have to worry about pots. None of the fairy food that's found on the DLC maps, the Koholint, the Grand Travels, and the Lorule maps are unique to those maps, but, you know, we can unlock them while we're here, why not? Yeah, this rupee bonus I think is the same as if you were to use the rupee bonus from the apothecary that we don't even have unlocked yet. And you can stack it with a rupee plus weapon. And like stuff like that, that's why I don't mind just buying an item card or, you know, paying to level up characters a little bit. I've taken this keep like twice, I feel like. At least having Dark Nut Forces is a really easy enemy type. I mean, if it was Stone Blend Forces or Big Blend Forces, that would be nice for drops, but we'll get them eventually. How have I not taken out this, well, I wasn't trying to use the fairy nuke, but I'm like, where is the... I don't know why that keep hadn't been taken. Let's see. Which keeps have treasure chests? Well, that narrows it down really simply. Because that's going to be where the fairy outfit is. So we can grab that, and then we'll go take on Yuga. I wasn't going out of my way to find the summoner, but we can at least put an end to that shenanigan too. I like how he kind of like looks around shyly before he actually looks in the chest. There's like a mouse-like movement there. Alright, Yuga, let's see your animation. Well, Yuga, I'm sorry that we didn't get to unlock you in this video, but at least we get to see you. And really, that's gotta be worth something, right? Yeah, of the 3DS DLC maps, this is the only one with 2 characters because the Colon map comes with a weapon for Linkle, and the Grand Travels comes with a weapon for Toon Link instead of having two characters. So you still get two new fighting styles. You missed him, he's right behind you. Okay, come on, Yuga. It's time to be done. I said it's time to be done. We gotta end the video. We don't want to hit another hour plus. We're gonna be right on the cusp, but that's okay. I think this is a Tingle costume, if I remember right. I'm gonna skip the Ravio victory pose because we saw it once before. And yeah, Yuga drops Ganondorf items. And we have the all-purpose bait. And yeah, it's a Tingle costume. So we may check that out next time. But for now, it's time to call this a video. So do the YouTube thing, like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And I'll see y'all next time. Otherwise, until next time, this has been Red Silvers. Have yourself a great night.